This man on the left is Jacob Toby. He is the now former announcer for the NBA's San Antonio Spurs. Why exactly? Because on his Instagram, a post went up. It would read, "This is my girlfriend of 6 years, but I cheated on her with Lauren Waters." And then you see the username of Lauren Waters. So feel free to continue following me if you really think I'm a good guy, because I'm not. Then another post went up. "Me and the new girl, Lauren K. Waters, smiley face." It shows a photo booth style compilation of the pair making faces, her arm around his shoulder, and of course a kiss. Toby would then go into full-on damage control. Those stories that we just showed you would be deleted. Then, his former significant other would go public. This is now his ex-girlfriend. I was visiting his family with him for 2 weeks. We were on day 3 when I found out about him and Lauren. He woke up and his parents made him take down the story. Stay safe out there, ladies. You can be 6 years in, visiting grandparents 1 hour and sleeping in bed the next at his family home, and they will still cheat. Smiley face. Now here's where all of this, I know we've taken a lot of serious turns, but here comes an even bigger one that connects all of this. Lindy Waters III has been in the National Basketball Association since February of 2022. He recently joined the San Antonio Spurs in July of 2025. What is his sister's name, you may be asking? Here that is. Lauren Waters, meaning the play-by-play announcer of the team, cheated on his long-term girlfriend with a player's sibling. Meanwhile, the ex is out here liking comments that read, "Cass, if you see this, really sorry that he did you dirty, but you're iconic as hell for this, LOL." Uncovered posts from Toby that were posted on the Spurs' Reddit shows he slid in his now ex-girlfriend's direct messages. He even wrote a song called "Gonna Be a Good Mom" years back, and quote, "He did it because I need to tell my girl that she is going to be an amazing mother one day. I play it at my shows often. It's the best love song I have ever written, and I mean every word of it." He would also put her Instagram handle, which has now gone private.
Oh, the sky is so bright. Whoa, oh, 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 my Lord. Never met no one like you before. Had to make your own sunshine. Now the sky is so bright. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
An ironic social media post would be this, accompanied by one commenter writing, "Buddy, take some advice from an old cat. Recognize and cherish this young lady. Recognize how fortunate you are to have found her. The grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. Congratulations to you both." He clearly, and I mean clearly, did not take that advice, like, at all. Other users noticed potentially some foreshadowing from Lauren Waters and Jacob Toby after this exchange on Instagram. Could it mean something? Could it mean nothing at the time? Who knows? As the post reported, Toby's social accounts have since been turned to private. Toby, who also sang the national anthem before a San Antonio Spurs game, previously announced in June he had signed a multi-year extension to remain in the role. And that is now coming to a firm conclusion. According to Ryan Glasspiegel of Front Office Sports, Jacob Toby is out as the Spurs' lead play-by-play announcer after his girlfriend accused him on social media of cheating on her with the sister of a player on the team, per sources telling the outlet. Reps for the Spurs and Jacob Toby could not immediately be reached for comment. As Glasspiegel notes, Toby was mentioned in the outlets, as in Front Office Sports' 26 rising stars in play-by-play announcing. They would write, "Toby has had a big 2 years as he became the lead television voice of the San Antonio Spurs in 2024 and for Golden State's G League team in their maiden season in the year 2025.
I had worked so hard to get to this point, and it's so hard. There's only 30 NBA teams. There's 30 TV announcers, play-by-play announcers. There's 30 radio announcers. So there's 60 jobs for the best league in the world. And I had already 3 times prior interviewed and didn't get the job. So
y'all hear that? He interviewed 3 times.
So it was also like there was 2 things. It was like, I'm so close, I'm gonna get it, but also 3 times. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not ready for it or whatever. But I took the positive and said, I'm that close. I'm gonna go for it again. I dreamed when I was a kid, how fun would that be to get to talk basketball for a living?
Wow.
And I get to do it now.
Okay. When I was getting into this industry, and even when I was taking classes, in high school and college, had my own radio show and, did work for various companies and, put in the hours, put in the internships, learned a ton, right? One of the things that I wanted to do and the status that I wanted to have was not only to be in media, but also specifically be a play-by-play announcer for the Chicago Bulls. Okay. Love radio. I listened to the Blackhawks on radio, listened to the Bears on radio. Shout out Jeff Joniak. It's what I loved. It was told to me, like, you can have your dream to be a radio announcer for the Chicago Bulls. I love the Bulls. But you should also understand that in your industry, where there are so many people, right, trying to break in and do whatever they possibly can in order to achieve that position, there's only like 30 jobs. Well, with radio, I guess, 60-some jobs in the NBA. With the Bulls, it's 2, with radio and TV. You can have your dream, but the chances are slim. They're low. Just by a number standpoint. That is something that Jacob Toby did not think about. He did not think about how there are ever so slim opportunities within not just sports, but with a team. And he threw that away. He threw it away. He is being let go by the San Antonio Spurs. That is a perspective that he lost along the way. I'm just shocked by this. You would throw a dream gig, not only a dream gig, but the San Antonio Spurs. They have one of, depending on your biases, maybe the best player in the NBA right now. They're going to be a championship contender for as long as Victor Wembanyama is in the league. And he threw it away. Couldn't be me. That is just incredible. So we will keep you updated if more transpires, but objectively speaking, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen someone do. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.